Andrey Rublev on Finding Clarity. I was completely lost. There was a time last year when Andrey Rublev found himself trapped in a cycle of uncertainty, questioning his purpose both on and off the court. For years, the feeling of being lost haunted him, leading to a constant internal battle. I was stuck in a loop, lost within myself for several years, not knowing which direction to take or what I was even doing it for, Rublev shared on Monday ahead of his Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships opener. It might sound dramatic, but I was questioning everything. What's the purpose of life? Why am I here? The struggle wasn't fleeting. It wasn't a phase that passed in a few months. Instead, it lingered for years, wearing him down. When something lasts a month, 2 months, maybe even 3, you still have some patience, he explained. But when it stretches on for 1, 2, 3, 4, even 5 years, at some point, you just can't take it anymore. Rublev compared the feeling to a persistent pain that gradually spreads, consuming everything in its path. It's like having a small pain in your hand that keeps growing until it reaches a point where you just want to cut off your arm, he said. Breaking the cycle. At one point, the Russian turned to antidepressants, hoping they would help. After a year, however, he stopped taking them, feeling that they weren't the answer. His turning point came last July, following his first-round exit at Wimbledon. An unexpected mentor, former world number 1 Marat Safin, stepped in to offer guidance. A longtime friend of Rublev's coaches, Safin reached out to the team and arranged a conversation. Marat helped me see things differently, helped me understand myself better, Rublev said. It was like hitting rock bottom and pressing restart. From that moment on, I started moving in a better direction, little by little. He acknowledged that while he's not necessarily in a good or bad place right now, he has at least found stability. I'm not happy, but I'm not stressed. I don't feel anxious or depressed anymore. I'm just neutral, he said. And for me, that's a starting point. A word to live by. Around the same time he spoke with Safin, Rublev began writing the word responsibility on his shoes or gear before stepping on court. The inspiration came from NBA star Steph Curry, who writes motivational words on his sneakers before games. I saw a video where Curry explained that writing words with meaning on his shoes helps him focus, Rublev said. I thought that was a great idea. You see it every time you put your shoes on, every time you look down. It doesn't fade away, and it's easy to do. For Rublev, responsibility is a reminder to hold himself accountable for his actions, rather than blaming bad luck or external factors. In the end, no matter what happens in life, it's your responsibility. You can't blame anyone else, he said. This word keeps me from complaining and making excuses. He believes the first step in his healing journey was confronting his own truths, something many people struggle with. For a long time, I was lying to myself about certain things, he admitted. I didn't even want to acknowledge them. Sometimes, you need someone to help you see yourself honestly. A fresh start in Dubai. On Saturday, 17-year-old Mira Andreeva delivered a memorable victory speech in Dubai, closing with a unique message of self-appreciation. Last but not least, I want to thank myself, Andreeva said. I know what I've been through, so I thank me for always believing, for never giving up, and for handling the pressure. When asked if he could relate to that mindset, Rublev chuckled. Before, impossible. Now, yes, he admitted. Rublev enters Dubai fresh off a title run in Doha, where he defeated Britain's Jack Draper in a grueling 3-set final. Seeded third in Dubai, he begins his campaign on Tuesday against French qualifier Quentin Halys. His return to center court in Dubai comes a year after his controversial disqualification in the 2023 semi-finals, when he was removed from the match for screaming at a line judge over a disputed call. But Rublev insists that chapter is closed. It's all forgotten. Honestly, I didn't even think about it until you just mentioned it, he said. It never haunted me. No nightmares, no fear of playing matches. It's just something that happened. Having claimed the Dubai title in 2022, Rublev is focused on making another deep run this week, this time with a fresh perspective and a renewed sense of responsibility.